Call the meeting to order. It's November 21st, 9 a.m. So I'll rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Ms. Reagan.
Present.
Mr. King.
Here.
Mr. Henry.
Here.
Mr. Rath.
Here. Moving on down, we'll entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes from November 7th, 2016.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes. Presentation to the commissioners. Judge Voorhees, Circuit Court 1.
Hello, thank you for giving us this time. I'm here on behalf of the Board of Judges. As you may know, all the state of Indiana is divided into districts, and our district includes Henry, Randolph, Jay, Blackford, and Delaware counties. Here in Delaware County, we had a situation because, as you know, the juvenile court docket has just exploded. And so we had to take the juvenile magistrate full-time out to juvenile court. We had to take our master commissioner and have him come over here and do 4D court. This left us short coverage over in the Justice Center for cases that needed to be heard. So we decided to, rather than to come to county council and to you to ask for more judicial officers, is we asked our fellow judges in our district to help out. So we do have judges coming every Thursday. Two particular Judge Barry from Blackford County and Judge Hutchison from Jay County are coming to help us in Circuit Court 4. They're mainly doing small claims. But we did want to report that to you just so that if you heard about it and you wondered what was going on, that's what is happening. We are still working with the Supreme Court on the exact rule that will be put into place. Right now, they're just acting as temporary judge. I don't know if you know, but our neighbor to the south, Henry County, Judge Mary Willis, left the bench, and she's now the chief administrative officer for all the courts in Indiana. So we're working with her in trying to get the proper rule in place to make this blessed by the Supreme Court. But so far, the Supreme Court's really excited about the fact that we are cooperating and collaborating and using judicial resources throughout the district. So just, again, it's just reporting to you to let you know what was going on in case you heard some rumor that there's these other judges around in town and wondered who they were and what they were doing here.
Well, thank you. Do you need another spot with your
No,
signage?
we worked it out. We worked out a parking spot.
Okay.
Yes.
And I don't know when that's going to be, that we switch it, maybe in the spring.
Right. Yeah, it's always something to keep in mind that when they do come in from out of county or special judges, we do need, it's always nice to have a parking spot for them so they don't have to end up parking around downtown and worrying about tickets and that type of thing.
And get the parking lots cleaned off and the sidewalks, so.
Right,
We
so,
want to treat our guests nice.
correct. They are helping us out. They don't have to do it. There's nothing required, but so we do appreciate that they are willing to help us.
Thanks for the
Well, we
update.
appreciate you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Also have the 2017 Commissioners meetings list.
Pretty much the normal.
Yeah.
I move for approval.
Second. We have a motion to approve the meeting list and a second. Roll call, please.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks, Patty. We have a resolution number 2016-047, resolution for the assignment of tax sale certificates from Delaware County to the Muncie Sanitary District.
Is this for their separation?
I'm assuming, but who
Or is this
knows?
for the levy project?
I don't know. It was just.
I think that might be out east.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's not here. I can try to reach her. I'll call Janet.
Yeah.
We'll move on, just come back to it.
Yeah, we'll move on and come back to this. Do I have any department heads or elected officials? We have included in our packets is the weights and measures report for October and November 2016. Thanks for that, Jeff, appreciate that. Have payment of claims of $4,118,906.41.
Motion to approve claims.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes. Do we have anybody else wants to say anything?
Mr. President, I'd like to bring something up. I was talking to our attorney last week, and we were discussing, I know we've talked about it a couple times, to where we can go in and sort of help like Brianna's Hope and some organizations like that. We were talking, and we could use some of the money out of the edit funds to do this, but what we would have to do is get with our attorney and amend and take a certain amount of edit funds and move over to help out some of the nonprofit organizations to help out. I know when we talked to the people through Brianna's Hope, they were talking like it cost around $250 a person per bed. You know, not only do we have to help our law enforcement and everything, but some of these people that also would like to get rid of their addiction, I believe we should also sort of help them out if we can.
Is that $250 a month?
It costs $250, I believe, a bed to put them into rehab, to sort of help them. And I mean, if we could at least help one or two people in our community to get back on their feet and become better citizens, I believe.
I think it's a
should
good
help in
idea
some
with
way.
the heroin and methamphetamine problem that we have here in Delaware County in the state of Indiana. I think we take a look at that edit plan and maybe make.
Well, you and I both being law enforcement officers, I'm sort of starting to get tired of going out and seeing teenagers and people 20 years of age that's overdosed and
Yeah.
their family and
I
ends up in the house to
agree
bury them on
with
it.
what you're saying. I just want it to be a nonprofit that's has their policy in place and good financials, and we just need to screen, you know, because there's a lot of good agencies out there trying, and there's some just getting started. And I have heard good things about the Brianna,
Yeah,
so I just think
What's
we
that
want to be
called,
fair.
Brianna? 'Cause I
Brianna's
need to
Hope.
have that on the note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brianna.
Yeah, it's Brianna's Hope. It's an organization that a lot of churches are starting to help with the people who are wanting help for their drug addictions.
We have no residential treatment here in Delaware County, what to say. And so many people, families have to drive down to Indianapolis, and when it comes time for their counseling sessions, it makes it a hardship for families. But, I mean, I do agree, but I just, you know, how much money you're talking about.
and that's something we can look
Yeah.
at the edit plan and look into certain ways and make sure that whoever that comes up and we do offer help to, they have all their paperwork from the state
And this brings up a problem that I'm seeing is that so many of these people who need help finding a job cannot pass the drug test. And until we meet their mental health issues, it's not going to get any better. So if we could lump something together, so maybe we could put a little task force together to make some recommendations on how to best use that money. I agree, because we have to get people able to go to work, because if we were to have a company come in and needed 300 people,
Yep.
they're not quite there yet, but soon. But even Work One has so many wonderful programs, and I'm a little bit disappointed that they don't have any evening classes. Everything's during the day. Well, how can a family that's struggling now take time off during the day to go? So we need some scholarship money, or we need to give Work One some money to get these programs in the afternoons.
And those are things that we can look at.
Well, we need to start getting the task force. Yeah, I agree.
Did you get a hold of Janet?
I spoke with someone in the auditor's office, and they're gonna send her up.
Okay.
I asked her, I said, are you not going? And she said, I said.
I mean, we could probably table this
She
until
said, no, because it's about
our
the
next
same
meeting.
She said,
Do you think she's,
I asked
She
her,
told me
she-
she had a doctor's appointment at 9:30,
okay,
and she was leaving for that.
all right.
I asked her, I said, are you not coming? She said, no, it'll be the Muncie Cemetery.
And then,
There's no one here from the sanitary district?
So you want to just tell me?
I'd just
Yeah.
make a motion to table it until next meeting.
Second.
Do I need a roll call on that?
Yeah.
Go ahead with roll call.
Ms. Reagan,
Yes.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Mr. Henry,
Yes. Is there any other business for the commissioners?
Make a motion to recess.
We have a motion to recess in a second. Everybody have a wonderful holiday and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
You wanna say something about this thing?
What?
That's this thing.
We can, it just a note, I think everybody's probably seen, there's 4 officers that were shot this weekend, so very trying time for law enforcement again, and just pray that all of our officers stay safe.
Amen on that one.
Thank you.
Thank you.